coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Pacers are in the midst of a road trip going into this one.
On fire. You can already see it in the warm-up. How loose and confident they look out there.
You know, and also gives players a huge boost knowing that the guys running this team, the owner, the front office, they also are committed to winning. And so that, in and of itself, I believe, gives a player far more confidence to go out there and compete.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Kevin Love out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Johnson.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the two could play off of one another.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Johnson after LeBron James's miss. And it's Johnson again missing.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0-4 here, still looking for their first make. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Gordon. He had 15 points last outing. Mills dishes to James. Fader on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson, a wide open look. Again, Johnson missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Gordon. And Zelenovic kicks to Okafor. Johnson against LeBron from 12 feet out. Again, James missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Schroeder passes to Matthews. He kicks to Schroeder. Shot to stop the drought. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now here's Mills. 9 points last game out. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out, and fortunately for me, I don't have any.
And he can't hit the second. Back to Mills. The Spurs could have used his contributions last year. Parker was hobbled. Corey Joseph was still learning. Mills didn't put together consistent efforts and ended up losing minutes, Clark, because of it.
Yeah, you know, Mills had the opportunity to make an impact for a championship contender. That chance doesn't come very often. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the most of it.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Schroeder with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Both free throws good from Love. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Here's Johnson following the basket by LeBron James. Dishes to Love. Outside Matthews. Shot clock at 5. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
And it's Gordon missing.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Magic leading by 4.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And so Teletovic nails both of them. Pacers trail by 6. Now here's Schroeder. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Matthews, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. The Magic have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Mills.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Cousins with a screen for Johnson. Feeds it to Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Cousins drops it in from 14 feet away. Cousins has got his first 2 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here's Mills from the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Now here's Cousins. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
And it's Matthews again missing. Magic leading by 6. Gordon dishes to Teletovic. Here's Mills. Shot is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Now Mills, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. And Mills kicks to Okafor, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Magic lead by 8.
Chance to check out the numbers for Mills. How last month turned out for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Johnson. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Carter Williams in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's sent back by Horford. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
And guys, Courtney Lee now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, 2 great free throw shooting guards late.
Magic leading by 7. Here's Galloway. They set the pick. Off the pick. Misses off the right iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Magic have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Fry passes to Horford. Picked by Horford. Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Morris with the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Bullock. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Galloway. Rebound Asik. Pacers trail by 8. Lee dishes to Morris. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Galloway kicks to Fry. Right wing. Galloway has got 5.
Obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Carter Williams kicks to Asik. Love outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Goes up on the wing. The Pacers pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here is Carter Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Morris, no good. Magic leading by 8. Passes it to Bullock. Fires from 14. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got his first points of the game.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the three. You look at Fry, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
And, you know, that opens up some wide lanes and paths to the bucket for their slashers, and they get a lot of room as a result to operate and penetrate. It's a huge benefit having a big fellow who can knock down threes.
Love, the basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 6 points for Love.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. Second in fewest turnovers per game. Second in fast break points. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And you gotta love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, second fewest turnovers committed. Terrific ball handling and smart passing.
Here's Galloway. He has 5. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And it's Orlando with another. Pacers trail by 10. Now Carter Williams. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. A three from Morris. Horford with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Bullock. Pass to Fry. He dishes it to Galloway. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Horford, no luck. And Indiana shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Lee gets the bucket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Magic leading by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the left wing. Galloway. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Boy, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Lee with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Right wing. Here's Carter Williams. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
They've got Gordon. LeBron James is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Horford. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. Voeltz is out there for Orlando.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Carter Williams kicks to Johnson. Matthews against Gordon. Outside for Carter Williams. Screened by Cousins. And here's Matthews from the arc. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Another miss by LeBron.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
To the right side. LeBron against Matthews. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Indiana. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Matthews. Now here's Carter Williams, guarded by Frye. And the shot is good. Now just a 1-point Magic lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
LeBron drives in. The feed to Mills. Orlando moving the ball around. Gordon against Matthews. Gordon the pass to Frye. Horford dishes to Gordon. Kept alive. And it's Indiana's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
Matthews having a good one. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Okafor's checked in, and Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Channing Frye. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Now here's LeBron. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Mills with it. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Patrick Mills gets the 3. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Now, here's Matthews. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Gordon kicks to Okafor. The dish to James. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. back at 6. There's the screen. Gordon, the pass to Teletovic. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Morris. Indiana trailing here. Here's Matthews. Teletovic grabs the board. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Kicks to Teletovic. James left side. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for LeBron James. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Morris a screen. Matthews dishes to Morris. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gordon kicks to Mills. He feeds it to Teletovic. And it's Okafor at the elbow. On the money from 12 feet away. Okafor's got 6 points. Pacers trail by 4. Now here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Screened by Cousins. Here's Schroeder. Matthews left side. With the fadeaway. And it's in off the backboard. Matthews has got 11 points in the quarter.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And when you watch Wes Matthews, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. 4th, LeBron James.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the...
You can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Here's Houdini. Pass to the machine. LeBron outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the layup is good. James has got 8 points. Pacers trail by 4. And here's Schroeder. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
Now the pass to Okafor. He kicks it to Teletovic. Orlando moving the ball around. Houdini passes to James. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Schroeder.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Here are the Magic now after the miss from Joe Johnson. And the shot is good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Schroeder. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. James outside. Dishes it to Okafor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Okafor. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Orlando. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Indiana. Lee comes in for Wesley Matthews. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers trail by 4. It's a pick by Love. Schroeder kicks to Love. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Feeds it to Teletovic. Here's Bullock out to the wing. Here's the screen. Passes it to Houdini. Teletovic in the corner. Lock at 6. Here's Houdini. Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. Goes back up. And it's Okafor missing. The Pacers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Love at the elbow. Love with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's the machine. Launches it. Pacers with the rebound. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The score now all even. Lee's got 5 now.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Teletovic. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
It's a pick by Love. Schroeder passes to Love. Lots of room. Love with another miss. Orlando's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Okafor. He's guarded by Schroeder. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Schroeder kicks to Ashik. Okafor with the steal. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. To the right side. Pass to Houdini. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. 11 feet away. Here's Ashik. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that. Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 6th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And you gotta love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, 2nd fewest turnovers committed. Terrific ball handling and smart passing.
And Indiana making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Nice job coming off that screen. And that's now 6 points for Horford.
You know, going back to Ashik, I mean, he's not just a big, immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer Mr. Dunk or nothing.
And he gets the bucket. Love's got the game tied up here for Indiana. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Galloway kicks to Horford. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Horford. Unloads from 13. Asik pulls it in. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Lee with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Lee kicks to Love. Goes up on the block. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Shot from 6. And it's Horford again missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pacers lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I've got Kevin Love here, and Kevin, I know you're tired and heading to the locker room, but after starting off a bit slow, you guys really started to pick it up out there.
Well, we had a slow start on defensive end, first few minutes, but we started to get it going. On the offensive end, we feel good.
That was a winded Kevin.
Orlando trailing here. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Johnson is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard position. Now here's James. Picked by Okafor. Shot clock at 5. LeBron kicks to Mills. Fires the 3. No luck, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, I think they felt that game slipped away from them. And it wasn't so much that they missed a lot of shots as much as it was they fought foul trouble the whole night.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Gordon against Matthews. And here's Mills from the arc. That's good. Mills has got 6.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Love with the screen for Matthews. Pass to Cousins. He dishes it to Johnson. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Johnson. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Picked by Okafor. And here's Mills for 3. Matthews with the rebound.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Johnson for 3. Teletovic grabs the board. Teletovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gordon kicks to LeBron. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now Matthews. He's got 13. Schroeder with the ball. The shot from 20 feet away. Kept alive by Indiana. And Love gets it to go.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Picked by Okafor. Mills dishes to Okafor. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Okafor. Fires for 3. And Eric Gordon gets the 3. Gordon's got 7 points.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. The 4th spot held by Jahlil Okafor.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Well, he's been slapping shots out of there all last month. I mean, he's building a reputation as a guy you don't want to challenge inside. His arrow is definitely pointing north.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Johnson. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Schroeder kicks to Cousins. The baseline J. And he gets the jumper to drop. Cousins has got 8.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
James against Morris. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Schroeder passes to Love. Fades. And he gets it to go. Love's got 14.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
The Magic trail by 4. Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. Goes up off the pivot.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Now, here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. That's good. 15 points for Wesley Matthews.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Okafor. It's rebounded by Indiana. Matthews into the lane. Cannot hit. And Orlando the other way now. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Gordon dishes to LeBron. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Pacers leading by 3. And Matthews kicks it over to Schroeder. It's a pick by Love. A floater. Rebound by the Magic. Teletovic just got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Schroeder. The feed now to Cousins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Okafor with the screen on Matthews. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Now here's Matthews. 15 points in the game. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Morris. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers. The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Kicks it out to Gordon. To the left side wing. The 3 from Mills. The Pacers pull it in. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Schroeder. The dish now to Cousins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Al Horford's checked in for Okafor. Fry comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Gordon. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Patty Mills. The Pacers also changing it up. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Love. Lee comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And a wide open look for James. Good on the triple. LeBron's got 14 points for the game.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Morris into the lane. Indiana again missing. The Magic trail by 4 on up the court. Here's James. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. The Pacers shooting straight 49% from the field. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 8th in steals, 10th in assists, and they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. B-Train's checked in for LeBron. He hits the second from the line. The Magic trail by 5. There's the screen. Here's Galloway. Carter-Williams covering. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Carter-Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Knocks it loose. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
For Orlando, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That free throw missing. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. To the inside, unloads from 9. No good from Lee.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Galloway, the pass to B-Train. Here's Bullock, covered by Lee. Here's Horford. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Horford's got 8 points.
And you look at Horford's game offensively. His mid-range jump shot is as pure as it gets. You got to say, he's probably in that Dirk Nowitzki territory from out there as far as accuracy. Doesn't possess the range that Dirk has, but from mid-range, as good as it gets.
Shooting for And Horford takes about half his shots, Clark, from mid-range. He's so reliable. It's still a high-value shot for him.
And, you know, I think he started to shoot the three-pointer as well, Kevin. And if he adds that to his package, watch out. He'll be even more dangerous offensively because that mid-range is automatic.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Pacers leading by 4. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Assist goes to
Carter Williams has got assist number 7 for him tonight. B-Train passes to Bullock. Here's B-Train. There's a good screen. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Screen by Cousins. Morris outside. Just 5 on the clock. Asik the screen for Morris. Kicks it to Cousins. He feeds it to Morris. Screen by Cousins. Now Carter Williams. They get the rebound. Back to Lee. Morris outside. Goes up again. That's good.
Reggie Bullock. That's his first personal foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
There's the pass to B-Train. There's the pick. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Horford. Here's Galloway. And misses it off the right side of the rim. On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to...
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Fry. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Lee dishes to Asik, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Asik's got 9 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Galloway kicks to Horford. And it's good. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Carter Williams. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Pacers up 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Carter Williams with it. They've got LeBron James. Mills out there with Gordon. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Okafor in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Love the pass to Carter Williams. No good. The Magic go the other way with it. The drive by Gordon. He kicks it to Okafor. From 18 feet away, count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from LeBron. Pacers shooting straight 49% from the field. It's a pick by Love. Schroeder with the ball. Now Okafor defending. Out to the right wing. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Carter Williams with another miss. LeBron dishes to Mills. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Schroeder kicks to Love. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Michael Carter Williams.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Screen by Cousins. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Mills. Dishes it to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. 16 points for Love. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The Magic trail by 8. Now here's Mills to the middle. Here's Okafor. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Cousins. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Off the screen. And the layup good by Cousins. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
And here's James outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Matthews. Johnson kicks to Cousins. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
James, the pass to Okafor. Gordon against Matthews. Matthews with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And that one's good. Schroeder.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Back to Gordon. Shot to stop the run. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Schroeder kicks to Matthews. Tries to save it, and stolen by James. Feeds to Gordon. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, Eric Gordon has been getting it done. He has 11 points and 1 steal as well. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession, and that's good news for the rest of that team.
Passes it to Schroeder. Okafor against Cousins. Johnson dishes to Love. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Magic trail by 12. Mills passes to James. Gordon kicks to James. Gordon with a screen on Love. Back to Gordon. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Gordon.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Schroeder passes to Love. From 12 feet out. And the Pacers can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
So far in the game for Mills, he has 11 points and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
At the line, shooting 2. Patty Mills.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers leading by 10. And here's Schroeder. Screen by Cousins. Outside Matthews. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 5th foul. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Gordon with the screen for James. And here's Mills for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Mills has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. The Pacers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Schroeder kicks to Cousins. Love outside. Johnson the screen. Matthews dishes to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. And Matthews kicks to Johnson. No good again that time. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. James outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Indiana lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Plenty of space. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Love with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Cousins. The shot no good. The Magic trail by 3. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got 4 rebounds in this game. Schroeder kicks to Cousins. Pass to Johnson. Here's Love. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
And the basket by Gordon.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Screen by Cousins. Pass to Matthews. It's a pick by Love. And there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And Orlando making a change here. Prize checked in. And so here's Orlando. LeBron left side. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by James. 17 points for Eric Gordon. Here's Schroeder. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? The longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
The free throw drops for Cousins.
In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Second free throw, no good.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Pick by Okafor. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got 14 points now in the second half.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Down low, Fry. No good. Nice D from Cousins. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
And Johnson drops them both. Now LeBron. The feed to Okafor. Gordon with a screen on Cousins. Gordon with the screen for LeBron. On the wing, Eric Gordon. From the corner, the Pacers pull it in.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Now here's Schroeder, defended by Gordon. Schroeder passes to Matthews. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
He's been ready to do work in the fourth quarter.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 19-7 run. Fires from 14. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from James.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Down low, and then Cousins with the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody.
.158 left in the fourth quarter. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from LeBron.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
.156 left here in the fourth quarter. Schroeder kicks to Cousins. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Fry for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. Indiana leading. Schroeder with the ball. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Cousins.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 10 rebounds and 2 rejections. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
it's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
Shooting for Orlando, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And here's Mills from the arc. The shot no good. So Indiana will take it the other way.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up.
Cousins with a screen on Gordon. And that one's good. Schroeder.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Picked by Okafor. Now the dish to Fry. On the wing, James. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Schroeder passes to Cousins. Kicks it to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And the Pacers lead by 6.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
LeBron dishes to Gordon. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Orlando, Kevin Love at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Nearly enough time to get it done in.
Another miss by Orlando. Now here's Carter Williams. So it's Indiana picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.